See you. We see you, little Bobby Customs. First one in
What?
the room. Who's have a good show? Luke says have a good show.
Whoop, whoop. Yeah, he just messaged me. He might stop by tonight.
Yay.
Yay.
Holla at our friend Luke.
He'll be done earlier than typical. Or I'm like, I'm going to bed.
Right. Good afternoon, everybody. Good afternoon. Happy Hanukkah. Happy holidays. Happy everything. Happy Kwanzaa, if that's
Happy
what you celebrate.
420.
Happy 420. I know we all celebrate that. We're going to have an easy and chill show today. This show, as always, is sponsored by us, Queen Kitty Seltzer. Pop this kitty, put it in your mouth. It's our CBD low dose CBD seltzer water. It comes in lemon kiss, bubblegum burst, and nearly naked. And the flavors are so on point. You will not be disappointed. There's no yak in the back, which is my favorite part about it. And it's just super refreshing water. So check out our website, www.queenkittyseltzer.com, to get your cans today or to get your apparel. Christmas is right around the corner. We do use a direct ship company, so I can't guarantee Christmas deliveries at this point in the game, but some really cool items on there to do some last minute late shopping if you want to check it out. Pop this kitty, put it in your mouth. We are going to talk about the holidays today. Wait for everybody to get in here. We'll probably repeat this, but this is probably going to be our last show for the year, just because mostly we're traveling. We're both traveling, or we have people coming in, and also we're unable to post to our Facebook page for another 20 days because I have a big mouth and I run it, and rightfully so. I give no fucks about how much I run my mouth. I just hate that it was to the detriment of our Facebook viewers. And for that, I apologize. And we will get this show onto Facebook as quickly as possible. If you are a fan, we would love it if you would just bombard our Facebook pages, Queen Kitty Seltzer and the Cannabis Closet Podcast, with all of your love and your reviews on our product, on us, on our companies, etc. Mostly I'm doing this shout out because, we need that support right now. A lot of you have been following the saga. It has not discontinued. We are not going to give it any more attention, but we do need your help boosting those good comments so that we can drown out the ones that are not true. So there's that. Let me do the disclaimer. Hey, everybody. You're about to get highly educated with the Cannabis Closet Podcast with Canna Queen and MJ. This is an adult content show with no limitations on subject, language, or actions. Opinions, views, and expressions may or may not be that of the host, their guests, or their subsidiaries. If you aren't sure, don't worry. We will tell you, or you could just take a good look at our faces. They'll probably tell you first. It's time to get the session started. Thanks for rolling up and showing up, and we hope that you enjoyed the show. So while we're getting started here, if you guys have like a Christmas tradition or a Christmas story that you want us to highlight or talk about today, go ahead and throw a little bit of something in the comment section. So we can talk about it, because we wanted to talk about different holiday traditions. And my interest was sparked because of a Facebook post. Today or yesterday, I don't remember which, but it was basically about a cat. So let me see if I can find this post real quick. So we all know the story of like Krampus. That's like a old folklore. Krampus comes and steals your children who are bad. So he stuffs them in a bag and he takes them away. But there's this other one that I reposted, and somebody said to look another one up. So we're going to look that one up while we're on too. Let's see. First of all, let's talk about this cat. This one. Okay, here it is. This is a post from Zach Budreich on Twitter. And and I didn't look more into this, by the way. I just saw this post and thought it was funny. I'm really fascinated by other cultures' holiday tradition. So shout out to my boy, the Yule cat, a monstrous cat who roams Iceland, eating people who aren't wearing the clothes that they got for Christmas. So if you didn't wear those socks that your Aunt Susie gave you, you're done for. This cat is going to eat your face. So,
I just Googled to see if the Yule cat is real. It is a mythical
it's
creature
mythical. Yes, of course.
It is mythical from Icelandic folklore. But fun fact about another Iceland. Where's my article? There are not one but 13 Santas known as Yule lads.
Oh.
One arrives each night in the 13 days before Christmas, leaving small gifts in shoes.
Stupid Americans, you thought there were only 12.
Yep, left in the window sills.
Wait. With the shoes left in the windows?
Yeah, so they leave the gifts and shoes that are left in the window sills.
Okay. All right. So in Germany, when I was in Germany, I would leave a boot outside of my door and it would get filled up with goodies and treats from St. Nicholas.
Apparently, obviously in Australia, the holidays are shifted, and so they don't do Christmas trees; they do Christmas bushes.
I would do a Christmas bush.
They would decorate a Christmas bush. It's a native Australian tree, and the flowers turn red during the summer. So.
Oh, okay, cute. Wait, is it summer there?
Yeah.
So it's like during the season, the flowers turn red, and you can decorate with lights. That'd be kind of cool. I'd be into that.
In England, their traditions are similar to the United States. Instead of milk and cookies, Father Christmas gets mince pies and whiskey. Would you rather have milk and cookies or mince pie and whiskey?
Going with the milk and cookies because I'm not a drinker, but some of y'all might go for that savory pie and is mince pie savory? It's like a meat, right? A meat pie.
It's like I think it's like meat and I want to say like those seasonal spices, like allspice and stuff around there. Let's see.
Oh no. Okay, so the one that was mentioned in the comments. Close that. Okay. In Spain, some customs are popular only in a few regions, and the one we are about to share with you is related to the history of El Tío de Nadal. This article is from a blog, convospanish.com. El Tío de Nadal, a Christmas log in Catalan, is an important part of the Catalan Christmas traditions. Please forgive me if I'm mispronouncing any of this. It's a piece of wooden trunk that kids hit with a stick on Christmas Eve or on Christmas Day to get presents. In fact, the kids are waiting for the Tío to poop their presents. We know, we'll explain later. The presents are hidden below the log. The presents hidden below the log are not there by a miracle. The parents are the ones who hide the gifts. Obviously, we know that. The same way it's done in different cultures for Christmas. Let's see. The custom is, it's called the poop log. So some Catalonian people do practice this tradition. Some children anxiously wait for the arrival of Santa Claus with presents, while others wait for Tío de Nadal, to poop their gifts. The Catalan poop log brings joy and happiness to a lot of kids. Also known as Caga Tío de Nadal, is a wooden trunk that is painted with a smiley face wears a Catalan hat called a barretina, I think that's correct. There's double R there, and is decorated with stick legs. The pooper tradition is particularly widespread in Catalonia, as well as Andorra and some parts of Aragon, where people call it La Tronca de Nadal, Toza, or in Galicia, Tizon de do Natal. So how does it poop? Well, first you have to feed it.
You feed the log.
Children feed the log with sweets and candies and nuts and other foods. This starts on the 8th of December. It's the Feast of the Immaculate Conception, and it ends on Christmas Eve. To feed, we'll call it cagatillo, children will place the food in front of the log at night, and in the morning, the food will have mysteriously disappeared. Over the following days, the log will grow. This takes, y'all, that's
a lot. This is like worse than Elf on the Shelf.
This seems like a lot of work. This is like, as I was going to say, this is like Elf on the Shelf level work. Like, you really got to, no wonder this tradition died. This is exhausting. You got to eat all this food, and then you got to, like, the log has to get bigger.
Make the log grow. And
it has to have a face. It has to have the face on it grows. I guess so. Children will also cover the log in a blanket to keep it warm. The better the children treat the log, the better the log will reward them. On Christmas Day, or in some cases on Christmas Eve, children order the poop log to defecate. Okay, here it is. You guys, they're so precious and nice to this log this whole time. But in order to get it to poop, they have to start hitting it with a stick while singing the Cagatillo song, see below. And then it poops the presents. So they beat the shit out of the log, and then the log poops the presents after they have treated it so nicely this whole time.
Wow, that's some gaslighting craziness right there. I guess.
So normally the parents cover the presents with a blanket behind the poop log. So when the children hits the log, the parents would raise the blanket and pull the presents and give the children a gift. This song is here. It's, I'm going to tell you in English what it says. It says, poop log, poop nougats, hazelnuts, and matho cheese. If you don't poop, well, I'll hit you with a stick, poop log. This rhymes in Spanish, just so y'all know. Poop log, log of Christmas. Don't poop herrings, which are too salty. Poop nougats, which are much better. That's the song. I don't know the tune. It's a good song though.
It sounds great. It sounds fabulous.
Sounds catchy.
Yeah.
So over time, this tradition has changed. It used to be set by the fireplace. Unfortunately, people no longer have fireplaces, and it's not as common. But still, if you have an imaginary fireplace, I guess set next to that, they will burn the log after it's, and then they spread the ashes over the fields outside of the house. So after you treat the log nice, you feed it all the goodies, you keep it warm with a blanket, and you tell it loving things. Then you beat the shit out of it, and then you burn it, and then you spread the ashes across your fields.
Okay.
Parents just keep the log now to use it for next year. Because why are we getting a new log? God damn it.
I mean,
according to the tradition, the event would end with the log pooping a head of garlic, an onion, and an egg, or any other symbolic item, which is something that is not done as often now. I can't imagine why.
Yeah, that sounds like not that one's
It sounds like the reason why a lot of y'all died before your time is all I'm saying. Eating poop log garlic.
Eating poop log garlic. Yeah, that's I've got one here if you want to.
So yeah, it just goes on to tell it. So tell the history of it. It's has a rural and likely pagan origin. It's related to winter solstice and pre-Christmas traditions. The exact origin and time frame is really not known, but the tradition says that the parents went outside and cut 30 centimeters of wood log, and the poop log with the smiley face and legs is a more recent innovation. So I guess they didn't paint the I don't know, maybe that was anyways. Okay, and then I don't know. It's interesting. You guys go check out the poop log.
Yeah, Google the poop log if you like
It's
to continue that tradition.
El Tío de Nadal.
El Tío de
Nadal.
All
yes.
Right. We've got another December 8th. It's a day celebrated in Japan mostly, and it is the Bodhi Day. Bodhi is a day for enlightenment and commemorates the Siddhartha Gautama becoming a Buddha while meditating beneath a Bodhi tree. It's typically observed by Zen Buddhists on the 8th day of the 12th lunar month. And unlike most of our crazy celebrations, this is a time to chill, to meditate, and honor the day of awakening. It is celebrated by lighting candles or decorating a small ficus tree with strings of beads.
Okay.
So that's this is from a blog with Frank. And it's 7 holidays in December that aren't Christmas. So
I found this article called from the Babel magazine, 11 wacky holiday traditions around the world. Of course, Krampus is at the top of the list. He is a German, Austria, from German, Austria, and Hungary is where these traditions popped up. Most of you guys know the story of Krampus. He's Santa's worst half or evil half. The devil-like creature is called Krampus. He while Santa brings toys to nice children, Krampus's job is to punish the naughty children. Mostly he frightens the children with beastly looks, but it's said that he throws particularly bad children into a sack and chains them up in a basket and carts them off to hell. People in Austria and neighboring countries often dress up as Krampus in early December and wander the streets to scare children because people love children. Can you tell that people love their children?
Well, we were, create fear so you be good.
Yes, exactly. Here's one I've never heard of before, which is okay. So this is the night of the radishes, and this is in Mexico.
Okay.
Oaxaca, is that right? I can't pronounce it. Oaxaca. Okay, whatever. December 23rd marks La Noche de Rabanos, the Night of the Radishes, a festival in which merchants and artisans sell radishes that have been intricately carved and depicted nativity scenes and local wildlife, familiar architecture, and other relevant displays. The radish carvings are sold as Christmas centerpieces, and the creator of the best radish design wins a monetary prize. That's kind of cool. That has a little art to it. Okay, listen, I want to know this. Can the radishes be used after the centerpiece? Like, can you pop them in a boiling pot? And
I mean, I feel like most traditions that were started, like using food and stuff, you have to utilize the food. I mean, that really is just a waste. And I think most countries the people are not just being able to throw stuff on an altar and let it go.
Do y'all have weird family holiday traditions? Because I want to hear those, because sometimes families like incorporate like weird or different things. Maybe they heard some, like Festivus for the rest of us kind of thing, but they heard of a tradition and then they like tweaked it for their family or whatever. I'm curious about those types of traditions. We do
There's
like all this.
The pickle in the tree thing that people do.
I've heard about this and I don't understand it, so maybe we have to talk about that. So does anybody do the pickle in the tree? In the United States, we associate Christmas with ham or figgy pudding, but in Japan, it's all about KFC. Yeah. An estimated 3.5 million Japanese families eat Kentucky Fried Chicken on Christmas Eve thanks to a marketing stunt by KFC in the 70s. Y'all is still holding. Is still tell us more about the wrapping paper fight. I want to know more about that. By KFC in 1970s called Kuri Sumasu ni wa Kentucky for Christmas. Christians make up a very small percentage of the Japanese population, so this campaign made up for the lack of Christmas holiday traditions. The KFC Christmas meal is so popular, many customers pre-order their dinners, which include fried chicken, cake, and champagne months in advance.
Wow.
So, wow. I want to say something about that. The other day I had KFC. It was horrible. The biscuits were like hard. The chicken wasn't flavored. The fries were even gross. How do you make gross fries? How do you make French fries gross? And then I had that same meal a couple days later from my most favorite chicken place. Does anybody know what that is? Popeyes. And it was so good, y'all. It was so good. The fries were good. The biscuits were like, I mean, you know, Popeye's biscuits make you want to drink more water, which you should anyways, but they were so good. They were so good. I was the only thing that made me mad is they forgot my extra biscuit. I asked for an extra biscuit and they didn't give it to me. But we like literally drove around looking at holiday lights, eating fried chicken. I was elated.
New holiday tradition right there.
So are there rules to this game though? Like to the wrapping paper? Are there like rules like there are in like dodgeball kind of thing? Like, do you collect the paper to
if you catch it? Do you get something special? Like
right. Is there like a winner? Like
that's something someone started so you can clean up your. I mean.
Yeah. I feel like that's what I would do. That's more that's more your speed too, I feel like. But I feel like if we're going to have a thing with the paper, then it should be a situation where everybody gets a certain color wrapping paper and then and then like, okay, everybody gets a certain color wrapping paper and then you put those different colors of bins around the house. And then whoever gets the most of their colors in other people's bins wins.
My dad just handed us a garbage bag each and was like, put your stuff in the thing as you unwrap the presents, please.
That's not fun either. I do like the free-for-all too.
A tradition that my dad started back when we were kids and you know, when $5 went a long way, is that McDonald's used to do the little $5 gift certificate booklets.
Yes.
And so he started that and it used to come with a holiday ornament. And so that's what he would get us every year. That was from Dad.
No, $5 went a long way back then.
It did. And I remember even as things started creeping up, Dad would only keep giving us $5 giftings. And then when they switched to gift cards, he was like, I'm not doing it anymore. And we were like, what? You have to. And he would still only get us $5 on the dang gift card.
You buy a Big Mac with $5 though. You still buy something at McDonald's. It's not as much as you used to. Those gift booklets, they were no fucking joke. Nope. They were no fucking joke. He says, I remember your dad dressing up as Santa. We were just talking about that. I don't remember it. I've just heard stories, obviously, but we were just talking about that.
Yep. He just retired his beard a couple seasons ago. But yes,
that's so
actually,
sweet.
Granny Mary started that tradition when we were still living in Oklahoma. We were starting to not that we didn't believe in Santa Claus, but I kind of caught Santa Claus and was like, great. And that year, they surprised us with flying Granny into town, and she came bursting into the house in a Santa suit, and we all about died.
Fantastic.
So Christmas has always been a big deal in our household. Always.
Yeah. Our Christmas tradition is, and COVID kind of messed it up a little bit, but our Christmas tradition is always seeing Santa with the dogs. So we take the dogs to see Santa. And then I put I don't know if anybody notices it, but if you look at all of the pictures as they progress, my dogs switch sides every year. So I made sure that whoever was on the left last year was on the right this year, or whatever. And we did that with Hope and Adoni. And this was the first year of Karma and Nugget. And so we're starting again the tradition of switching sides. And he was looking one way this year, and she was on that side, and she's going to be on the other side. He's going to be looking the other way the next year. So that's about as creative as we've gotten thus far. And we get an ornament for everybody every year. So every year there's a new ornament for everybody. There's a family ornament, and then there's like every like the dogs each get an ornament.
No, I love it. I love your pictures with Santa. So I looked up the pickle on Christmas thing, and
I gotta tell you a pickle story after you tell me this.
So Christmas pickles, the story behind this German Christmas tradition. It's the tradition of hiding a pickle amongst the branches of a tree, and it's supposedly it's a centuries old German Christmas tradition.
Thank you.
But they're saying that most people in the Federal Republic have never heard of it. So upon closer examination, this person has found it's actually a lot of fabrication.
And people just latched onto it.
Yeah. So, the whole idea is that parents hide the pickle ornament amongst the branches. The next day, whomever finds it first is supposed to get an extra present or good fortune for the coming year, or both. It says in some stories, the pickle hiding game is a centuries old tradition. This is from iamanexpat.de, just so you know. And it was supposedly passed down through generations. In others, a captured German-American soldier was saved from starvation on Christmas Eve during the Civil War by eating a pickle.
Oh my God.
Other people believe the tradition is related to, this is trigger warning, related to St. Nicholas resurrecting 3 boys who had been unalived and hidden in barrels of pickles.
Stop it.
Mm-hmm.
That can't be real.
I don't know.
That can't be a real story that somebody told.
Anyone familiar with this would see some of the glaring flaws. Most notably, St. Nicholas is actually celebrated on December 6th rather than Christmas Eve in Germany.
That's valid. I feel like I put that boot out way before Christmas Day.
Yeah, traditionally children open their presents on December 24th.
That's not the Bible. Knock it off. She said.
But the problem is that no one in Germany really seems to have heard of this.
I never heard of it growing up, and I grew up a little bit in Germany.
But
when I heard about it, it was in America.
German, and we did not do this until like a couple years ago.
Yeah, it was an American
like,
thing.
What?
Somebody read it somewhere and started doing it.
Let's see.
She said we had it. Marla said we had it.
What?
But it was
like
10 years ago. Okay, not like
it did not stick. It did not become a tradition for our household.
Let's
see. I'm trying to see if there's anything else.
So I want to tell you this. So, I went to look at Christmas. I went Christmas. I have more stories too, but I went Christmas light looking the other night, and we got like KFC, and I put the dogs in the back. It was great. Me and a friend, right? I'm not gonna mention no names because I'm about to tell a story. Okay, listen. This friend told me that when they were younger, and they were living where they were living and they were bored, they used to do some like really fucking crazy shit. And one of the stories that they told me is that they used to go around and put pickles on people's antennas and then sit and wait for them to come out and find the pickle and then just laugh and laugh and laugh at their reaction. And I was like, why? And they were like, I don't know. It was just funny.
Yeah, I could, that is hilarious. That sounds like something that my friends and I would have done in our 20s. Yes.
I was like, what the fuck?
There is a little note here, and of course it's all about capitalism. Whoa, Photoshop, I don't need you open. Stop it. This is the German connection.
Just like, don't look here. Don't look here.
Yeah. German connection comes from the fact that blown glass ornaments were first produced in Germany in the early 17th century. By the mid 19th century, baubles were being mass produced. Jumping all over the place here. In the 1880s, they were discovered by the American F.W. Woolworth during a visit to Germany. He started importing them back to the U.S. in the late 19th century. And
American. It's American.
Also, it suggested that wily salespeople capitalized on the popularity of German Christmas traditions in the U.S., concocting a legend around the pickle to help shift leftover stock.
Yep.
The packaging of Christmas pickles typically bore an explanation about the time-honored German tradition, and from there...
Yo, think about how easy you could get somebody to follow a tradition just by putting a label that says this is a
time-honored tradition.
Time-honored Finnish tradition from Finland.
Irony is that it is now growing in popularity in Germany.
Of course it is, because that's what because it's a great fucking story.
So thank you to Abby Carter for writing that wonderful article about how we can start new traditions and folklore and legends just based around a pickle.
Yeah. I mean, I like it. It sounds clever.
It's why not?
Why not? Just do whatever the fuck you want is really what I say. It's Christmas. Fuck it. Listen, I say that it's Christmas. I'm agnostic, y'all. I'm not Christian. But I still celebrate Christmas. I still do it. So in Norway, there's a hide the brooms. Some Norwegians believe that witches and evil spirits roam the night sky on Christmas Eve. And what is a witch's preferred mode of transportation? The broomstick. So out of abundance of caution, people in Norway hide all brooms in their houses to prevent any witches from getting their hands on them. Sometimes people take it a step further by firing a warning gunshot into the air to scare them off.
Wow.
And y'all thought Norway didn't have no guns. So this is oh no, please don't change the language. Okay. The gift giving witch in Italy. So this sounds like a better witch. Find stuff.
I know.
Speaking of witches, the Italian version of Santa Claus is an ugly but kind old witch called La Befana. Some of y'all might have maybe heard this. I've heard about this a little bit. As the story goes, is this Magi, M-A-G-I, I think it's Magi, stopped at her house to ask for directions on the way to Magi. That's the word. That's the word. Y'all fuck off. I'm high. Okay. Anyways. The Magi stopped at her house to ask for directions on their way to visit baby Jesus. Context matters is all I'm saying. They invited Befana to come with them on their journey, but she said she had too much housework to do. And after they left, she changed her mind and tried to find them, but couldn't. So now she flies around on the night of January 5th, the eve of the Epiphany, which marks the Magi's meeting of baby Jesus. Much like Santa, La Befana delivers toys to children. Instead of milk and cookies, Italians leave out a plate of sausage and broccoli. Oh, the smell, y'all. Just the milk and cookies, much better.
I know.
And a glass of wine for her. I mean, side note, you could spike the eggnog, is all I'm saying. So yeah, that's an interesting character. That's an interesting one. I like her. Did I tell the story on air where I offended my mother on Thanksgiving? I did, right? She was very upset with me. And I said to her, I said, well, at least I didn't call you ugly.
Let's see.
Oh,
not that it's a holiday, but National Llama Day is celebrated December 9th.
Oh, we missed it.
I know.
This one. Dead horse caroling.
Wow.
This is in Wales. Okay. You're probably familiar with Christmas caroling. Yeah. Okay. But you're definitely not familiar with the carolers who might show up at your door in Wales at some point in December or January. It's somewhere along the way. You could open your door to find someone hidden by a ribbon and a bell adorned sheet holding up a real horse skull on a stick with a few fellow revelers in tow. As part of this Mari Luide, it means gray mare tradition, the group will sing to you and then challenge you to a battle of rhyming insults in Welsh. After the contest, the party is usually invited inside for refreshments.
Where are you finding your holidays list? Because I am looking at it's like I'm getting same one.
I just found this article and it was like I just don't know. That's a good one. A stranger danger. I know. I would never be about that. No, you can't come in my house. What?
No, after we have an insult war,
come on in. And then also the this is how American I am. I'm this American. First of all, I'm gonna hurt your feelings on my front porch. So you're not gonna want to come in my house. Second of all, you want me to be prepared for guests from December through January at any point in time because they showed up on my listen, we've read stories about horse heads and they're not good. No, we're not doing it. Yeah, I have a few more of these actually. They're very, very interesting. Guatemala has the burning of the devil. December 6th marks La Quema del Diablo, the burning of the devil, which is when families in Guatemala set bonfires outside of their homes and burn effigies of Satan to expunge evil spirits. Why did you have effigies of Satan? That's why you had evil spirits to begin with. I mean, anyways, to expunge evil spirits, celebrating the victory of good over evil. In the past, people would bring out all of the trash from their houses and set it alight, and some still do. In the wake of environmental backlash, however, many people stick to burning piñatas shaped like the devil. This celebration is accompanied by traditional donuts and warm fruit punch. I'm going to have to say no on that. I'm going to say no on the warm. Can you put some ice cubes in it? I need ice in my fruit punch. That doesn't sound.
Warm fruit punch.
No. I'm not okay with that. Is it cold outside? Like, I don't.
Like cider? Like.
Yeah, like, is it like a cider like fruit punch? And I'm thinking about Hawaiian punch.
I know, right? I know. It's like, yeah, exactly. Kool-Aid fruit punch or whatever.
This is the signification of the beginning of the Christmas season.
I'm like, no, I just have the regular holidays. I don't.
I mean, that's good too. We should talk about the regular holidays, like the fact that I've recently learned that it takes, how many candles does it take to actually properly maintain your menorah during the 8 nights of Hanukkah? It's a lot.
40 something.
Yes.
It's like 43 or something.
Because they're supposed to burn all the way down, right? And then they get lit every day. Right. Okay.
Plus one.
Yeah.
Yep.
Plus one every day. And then one if you have to replace the candles.
Yes, we learned something that day when we were reading about it. I'm trying to but that is Hanukkah. The dates vary.
Yes, it is the 18th through the 25th this year.
This is the commemorates the rededication of the Holy Temple in Jerusalem after the victory over the Syrian Greeks in 165 BC. Last 8 days and nights, falls anywhere between November 28th and December 26th, and it's celebrated.
And guess what, you guys? Here's a fun fact. Here's a fun fact to know about your Jewish friends. They almost never get their holiday off unless it coincides with our holiday. When I say our, I mean Christmas. If it doesn't coincide with Christmas and they don't work for somebody who celebrates Hanukkah, and sometimes even if they work for somebody who celebrates Hanukkah, I mean, also, I'm not saying that it would be always possible to take off 8 nights of, whatever, eight days of holiday, but there's like oftentimes not even like what people who celebrate Christmas get. And that's like Christmas is the celebrated holiday. If somebody celebrates Kwanzaa and those dates don't align with Christmas, they're not going to be able to take any time off to spend with their family. Same with people who celebrate Hanukkah and any other holiday that is a Yuletide holiday, like a winter holiday. So keep that in mind. And oftentimes too, this actually was brought to my attention. I kind of know this already, but then you don't think about it because it's not something that you have to deal with or ever like encounter as some, like it's not something that I have ever encountered, or even I've never even, sometimes I'm like, I'm like, I'm never in that place where somebody's mouthing off about somebody, who I love or whatever, where I can be like, hey, knock it off, So, but recently a Jewish friend of mine was telling me how they were working in this space in a more southerly region, and the people there were making crude jokes about Jewish people, and he kind of just had to be quiet about it because it was like me against the world kind of thing.
Yeah.
And
and that's the thing is that because one, they don't understand tradition or religious tradition, or
right.
care, because they don't have
Mhm.
their own. So to respect someone else's, and especially not something like
But
that.
also, like, when you're in a space where it's kind of, approved of, it's like nobody does anything about it or says anything about it, even if they don't agree with it, they'll laugh about it. It is a danger to out yourself as something other, So if you can blend in, you blend in those moments, right? Because it's just better that way. But yeah, I mean, think about the privilege that we have to be able to celebrate our holiday every year. And most of us get time off, and we can cry. We can be like, how dare you go shopping on Thanksgiving? How dare you go shopping on Christmas Eve or Christmas Day? And those people deserve time off, right? But then if you were to say that about somebody who's celebrating Kwanzaa or Hanukkah or some other holiday during the Yuletide, you wouldn't hear that. You wouldn't hear that cry for humanity. They should be able to go spend time with their family. You wouldn't hear that. That's not,
I
so.
think if we again, maybe it's that that Hallmark holiday compared to an actual holiday that is someone's religion and their actual tradition of, not that Christmas isn't whatever, but Hanukkah commemorates something, not a
Yes.
And Kwanzaa, it's a holiday for African families and their social values to honor those traditions.
That date isn't always the same either. Am I correct about that?
I think it is set. I think it's always set December 26th to January 1st.
No, you are right about that. That is true. I don't know why I thought different.
It does say that it was the name and the celebration was devised in 1966 by Maulana Karenga, a professor of African Studies at California State University, and an important figure in Afrocentrism. Wow. Okay. Karenga borrowed the word Kwanzaa, meaning first, from the Swahili phrase Matunda ya Kwanza, adding the seventh letter, an extra A, to make the word longer. To make the word long enough to accommodate one letter for each of the 7 children present at an early celebration. The name Kwanzaa is not itself a Swahili word. The concept of Kwanzaa draws on South African first fruit celebrations. Though it's primarily an African American holiday, it has also been come to celebrate outside of the United States, particularly in the Caribbean and other countries where there are a large number of descendants of Africans. It is conceived as a non-political, non-religious holiday. This is Britannica's version of it. So each of the days of the celebration is dedicated to one of the 7 principles of Kwanzaa: unity, self-determination, responsibility, collective responsibility, cooperative economics, purpose, creativity, and faith. There are also 7 symbols of the holidays: fruits, vegetables, nuts, a straw mat, a candle holder, ears of corn, gifts, a communal cup of signifying unity, and 7 candles in the colors, in the African colors of red, green, and black, symbolizing the 7 principles. On each day, the family comes together to light one of the candles in the kinara candle holder and to discuss the principle for the day. And on the 31st, families join in a community called Karamu.
I just found those gummies. Wish me luck. Enjoy your trip. Sounds like a fascinating journey.
And so that is Kwanzaa.
In Australia, they do a beach party. In the Southern Hemisphere, the winter holidays fall in the summer. So we talked about that with the bush. Australian temperatures can get as warm as 84 degrees Fahrenheit around Christmas. So naturally, many Australians head to the beach, and families and friends partake in swimming, picnics, and volleyball. Surfing Santas will make appearances They're hot spots for foreign travelers and backpackers to enjoy the festivities. And usually there are wild parties that have gotten so out of hand that they've issued alcohol bans.
Sister, eat some food before you
start low, go slow. So like we're gonna say 5 milligrams or less, and then definitely what she said. She said what she said, eat something and drink some water. And
yes.
Get on the couch and
go lay horizontal. Yep.
Yeah.
Ellen,
put on something funny. Ha 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 ha.
Yep.
Did I tell you this story about the fork? Did I tell you guys this story about I was in boot camp, and we had I think I did. We had a particularly mean chief, and one girl in the mess hall like dropped her fork, and another girl kind of like giggled. And so our chief made her stand up and laugh for the rest of meal time. Ha ha ha. Ha ha ha. Ha ha. She was such a bitch. This chief. Fuck her. So also in Venezuela, it's a long-running holiday tradition for the entire capital of Caracas to roller skate to early morning mass on Christmas Day. In fact, I kind of love this one. In fact, vehicles are banned from many parts of the city before 8 a.m. In case this form of transportation isn't strange enough, the night before, the kids will tie one end of a string to their big toe and hang the other end out their bedroom window, so passing roller skaters can give the string a friendly tug on their way to mass the next morning. Absolutely the fuck not.
No. What? No. I will be one of the roller skaters going, roller skating down the road. But what? Why is that?
Who started the toe tradition? Because gross.
What if you did not get?
Then I guess you don't get woken up by the. I don't want to. First of all, why are you waking me up before 8 o'clock on? Plus, aren't kids already awake before then anyway? What? It's Christmas. What else do they have to do?
Why aren't the kids roller skating to mass?
I'm saying, why are they still in bed with a string tied around their toes? I do
Monday,
not.
To December 9th. Today is National Emo Day, National Hard Candy Day.
Today's the 19th.
I know. Yeah.
Did you say the 9th?
19th.
Oh, I thought you said the 9th, and I was like, no, that was 10 days ago, dear.
I wish it was the 9th.
I know, there's so much to do.
It's also Look for an Evergreen Day, and National Oatmeal Muffin Day.
Oatmeal Muffin Day. I wish I'd have known that this morning. No, I don't, because there's nothing I would have done about it.
Tomorrow's Go Caroling Day.
Nope, I'm not going to do that.
Wednesday is National Short Girl Appreciation Day.
What? We are going out on Wednesday. What?
It's also Humbug Day.
Humbug. I'm super stoked about Wednesday, and I think I have a place to go on Thursday too, but I have to go alone, so kind of bummed about that, but it's okay.
We start in my dream.
Did you know that in Ukraine, peace for Ukraine, guys. Anyways, in Ukraine, would you feel lucky if you found a spider web on your Christmas tree? Probably not. No, I would not. But in Ukraine, they associate spider webs with good fortune because of an ancient story. In the tale, a poor family grew a Christmas tree from a pine cone. The family was very excited to decorate it, but couldn't afford the decorations. Sensing the family's despair, spiders spun glistening webs around the tree, which turned to silver and gold when the sun rose in the morning, leaving the family with a beautifully adorned tree. And to this day, Ukrainian families decorate their trees with spider webs for good luck.
Good.
I mean,
I don't think that's a tradition that's going to carry over to the United States.
oh, I can't do it. If there's a spider in my tree, I'm gonna fucking scream. Ah! Like that.
I'm in this a couple of gardening groups or whatever, and someone posted a picture of like spider mites on one of their plants or whatever. And everyone was just in that comment section of like firebomb the house, because the way that you describe it, I mean, they are little mites that look like spiders, and they web out your plants. And
they're the worst thing
and they're never
ever
going to
happen.
You literally might need to light them on fire.
They're the worst.
But I was like, no. I lived in a house that had like an infestation of wolf spiders, and though they're not harmful, they're the big ones that like the size of your hand, and they're furry, and they'll hide in spaces, and they'll run at you.
No.
And
No.
they the big oak trees are
no.
I went to go grab for a roll of paper towels, and thank God I looked before I grabbed, because bitches was sitting right there in that, and I was like, nope, you can go ahead and hang right there. I don't need paper towel for the rest of my life.
Ever again. I'll air dry. We're fine.
Yeah. Thankfully they did stay out of my bedroom. They were more confiscated in the living room. It was really weird.
So I think I've told this story too, but when I was in India, there was this big, huge spider on the wall, and I've never walked on air before, but I did that day. I moved so fast. I looked up, and there was like this big, huge, I mean, it was big. The legs were really long. I was like, it was one of those non-American spiders. It was not an American spider. We were straight up, that was an Indian, like in the brush spider. Like we had screens for windows. That's the spider. That's the environment. So yeah, it just, no, hey, listen, sometimes I try to be nice about it and like catch it and like get it outside. But like a lot of times it's just, it's me or you, buddy. It's me or you. And you could have a knife. I don't know. I got to protect myself. I gotta.
Yeah. If choices have to be made,
these are just funny family stories. Okay. I was looking for another list, but I think we're close to wrap up time. So I just wanted to remind everybody that we are going to take a holiday hiatus because we're going to be traveling and other things, getting ready for the new year. So I believe we'll be back on the 11th, which is a Wednesday show. I will work really diligently to have a guest on that show and let you guys know beforehand. In the meantime, you should definitely check out our Discord, because we do pop in there from time to time. And also we're just trying to build a community for you guys to go and have a safe space to talk to people and make new friends and all of that stuff. So go check out our Discord. You can find our Discord link on our Solo link. So solo.to/cannabiscloset420. You can, as a matter of fact, you can find all of our links right there. You can always catch us later on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and Google Podcasts. We will try to get this posted as quickly as possible to the Facebook page so that you can see this video specifically. And what else do I want to tell y'all? Oh, this show is today and always brought to you by Queen Kitty Seltzer. Queen Kitty Pop This is a low dose CBD seltzer. We have it in Lemon Kiss, Bubblegum Burst, and Nearly Naked as well. It's low dose CBD, so you can use it when you're out and about as an adult beverage that is non-alcoholic, or you can mix it with your favorite alcoholic mixer. So either one of those, make yourself a kitty tail. They're really delicious. You can find them on our website, queenkittyseltzer.com. Go check us out. Boom.
Hey, y'all, just so you know, also when we come back on 1/11 of 2023, that's going to be our 3-year anniversary.
3. It is. It's exactly, I think.
Yeah, exactly.
I think exactly.
So.
Or just about exactly. I think it's like my 4-year anniversary for LASIK. I've been rocking these 2020s for 4 years. It's 4:20 on the West Coast. It's 4:20 on the West Coast. I have a blunt to light. Merry holidays.
Next time I get my hand on some flour, I'm going to be toasted. I haven't had flour in a week.
Oh my goodness, I would die. We love y'all. Thank you for participating in our Discord. Those of you who are already there, invite your friends. We want more members there. We want to have a larger community. So definitely invite your friends, share your stories, and have like little gatherings, whatever you do. We want to build this into community. Like next year, let's do a Secret Santa. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm talking about right there. So yeah, come check out our Discord. Check out Queen Kitty Seltzer website, www.queenkittyseltzer.com. You can buy cans there, and you can also buy apparel there. So it's really amazing. I love all of the things that MJ has built. She is our artist and designer. So everything that you're getting is something that she has personally designed herself. And what else do I want to tell you guys? Pop this kitty, put it in your mouth. Go check out our fan pages, like our Facebook page, our Instagram page. We do have a TikTok as well. Go check it out. Go like our videos. Make sure you watch videos all the way through. And put commentary. If you've tried our drink, let us know what you thought. And if you haven't tried our drink, go ahead and go order some so you can get some of that in your mouth. And then same with the TCCP. We're going to work on a plan for getting sponsorship next year so that we can travel. We've been saying this for a couple of years. We've been kind of putting it out. And we're going to try to put that into action. So go check out our socials through our solo links. They're all connected. You can find, they're integrated into each other. If you go to this one, you'll find the Cannabis Closet one. If you go to the Cannabis Closet one, you'll find this one. We love you guys. We hope you have an amazing holiday season. Celebrate any way that you see fit. Make sure you love and hug on your loved ones. Hold them close and hold them tight. Check in on your strong friends, the ones that always make you laugh, the ones that always make you feel good. Make sure they feel good too. Make sure they're feeling okay. Welcome. You made it just in time for us to wrap up. Don't worry, I'm going to download this and get it onto the Facebook page as soon as possible. We were talking about some fun holiday traditions. We're just wrapping up with some Queen Kitty. Go check out our website, queenkittyseltzer.com. And yes, check in on your strong friends, the ones that are always laughing, the ones that always, make you feel like they brought a bright light into the room. Check in on them, make sure that they're doing okay. And cherish every day that you have with the people that you love, because this isn't, this all comes with an expiration date. I don't want to bring it down, but just give them a big hug and love them as much as possible. And as always, you guys, be nice to yourself. You better put that mask on before you start assisting other people. We don't want you passing out in the middle of the act of kindness that you're trying to put and give out love on other people. You got to love yourself first. So make sure you put your mask on before assisting others. Take care of you. Take care of you.
Cultivate love, y'all. You deserve it.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Feel like there's none to give or get? Give us a shout.
Go on our Discord and say, hey, everybody, I need somebody, and set some time with somebody that will love you and care about you and listen to you. We love you guys so much. We will see you next year on the 11th. Set your calendar, set your alerts, tell all your friends about us. We want to have that explosion that we've just been waiting to have. So we're going to push for that sponsorship. We're going to push for more travel next year. Let's have the Cannabis Closet in everybody's fucking mouth. That's what we're going to do. Check out our Discord, all of that stuff. We've said it all. We love you guys. Have a wonderful holiday season. And as always, We'll see you guys next year. Happy New Year.